Hello, friends. This is your friend Cheddy. Again, this is our second session with the ever radiant guest, Claudette. So, previously, we discussed all about the lessons that she, learned from 2022 and what were her hopes this time of the year. And now, since this is a Valentine's Day special session, so we will be talking all about love. And just to inform you that our guest for today, she's a longtime friend of mine, a travel enthusiast, a writer, a poet, and a self-debut author of her books Soliloquy, Memory, Tales of King Arthur, Almost Love, and her recently published book Afterthought. And if you guys don't know about all of this, you can follow her at Gypsy Scribbles. Did I say that
underscore scribbles?
Yeah, Gypsy_Scribbles at Facebook. And again, it is an honor to have her in my show or in my podcast, my twin pea in the pod, Claudette Char, ang prinsesa ng ating...
Yay! Thank you, Chad. Welcome to my vlog as well. I'm vlogging this for the sake of updating my YouTube because I haven't updated for the longest time, and I think this is the best way. Conscious pa daw ko niya. I think this is the best way for Valentine's Day special na dili na grabe ang editing. Like, it's just raw file and with all the frames. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Thankful for this opportunity to be in your podcast, and should be thankful as well to be in my vlog.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for, including this session in your blog. Anyway, since we're already in the month of love. Bigit maiwasan na.
Gosh, I thought it's still... February na pala.
No, how time flies by. So, bigyan maiwasan na istoryahan ng gugma, no? And you are the expert, the master in this department. So, magsugod ta.
Oh my God.
So, guys, kanang...
Do I still wear that crown, the master in this department? Even
hindi na siguro crown. Katulang pang masters, good. Edward.
Pwede PhD na ano?
PhD na day ka. Grabe na.
I've learned enough. It's too much.
It's too much. Okay. So guys, get your pen and paper kay daghan gyud tagma quotable quotes ani karon. All right. So first question, So, syempre, Valentine's Day, let's go to the basic. Before, like when you're 16 or 18, mga younger days, how would you celebrate Valentine's Day? Or, what's your meaning in it when you're at that age?
16, 18. We're in college.
Yeah.
What did I do on Valentine's? In college, I used to celebrate it with friends, girlfriends. Mga board mates na ko ba? We always have this celebration on Valentine's Day. We dress up and then eat dinner and all. Kaya mo nag-timing ko every Valentine's Day. Wala give me date.
So you gather around and you enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And it's not a lonely day. But in high school, way back high school, the typical love letters and chocolates and flowers. But I prefer the letters more.
Kanang flowers nga, gikan yang nagabaligya sa gate.
Dapat i-broadcast ko dahil sa YouTube na I prefer letters. Kaya basin dahil...
handwritten letters tapos scented ang paper.
Of course.
Effort, no?
Uso pa ba na ron?
Dapat mausog yun na balik ang tagaan.
Yeah, maano yun na to ang effort. No? Feel nila kay I would want expensive things. Well, I can buy those. I just need handwritten letters.
Nung kanta ni Miley nga, I can buy myself flowers. Ikaw na ang na for yourself.
Plus, at one point also in my college life, I used to write a love letter for a date on Valentine's Day. Wala something specific, someone specific. Pero, wala yata ko na date.
So that's how you celebrate Valentine's Day. Like with friends, you eat out, you celebrate, you enjoy. Like, there's nothing in particular with that specific person to date.
Yeah.
And you're happy, right?
Yeah, we were always happy. I mean, really bitter happy. It's really happy.
Genuine
Yeah.
happiness, good. So now, fast track, no? Years from 16 to 18. At this point in your life, how would you celebrate Valentine's Day?
In reality now,
Yeah.
how would I celebrate Valentine's Day? Even in the last 3 years, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know if this sounds good, but I celebrate it at work because Valentine's Day is always a working day and work is too much. I spent work takes a lot of my time, so there's no time to date. Pero siguro kung na'y mag-ask of date, why not?
Why not?
I mean, diba?
Open.
You always have time if you want to have time. Pero yeah, I mean, wala. I mean, Valentine's Day is an ordinary day naman yapon.
Yeah.
People just exaggerate it.
Yeah, they just sensationalize it, to buy things,
And
mga products.
one more thing that I don't like going out a lot on Valentine's Day. When I was in Davao, kay diba, daghan kay tao sa road.
Yeah.
And then sa mall, like
Malls.
puno kaayo tanan, then dugay ka makakaon. But
Tanan nag-celebrate.
just stay home and I mean, seriously. Mas stress ko. I mean, I wanted to celebrate it even if alone or with friends. But then, the traffic is bad. The traffic is bad. So, maguba pa ang Valentine's Day.
So, lahi na no ang imuhang pag-celebrate during this time because you consider other factors. Not unlike before, let's just hang out and, buy this.
Because you have all the time in the world before. Yeah.
It always boils down to time.
Yeah. I think I once celebrated Valentine's Day at school with work. When I was a tutor in a Korean academy, I think. Yeah, there's so many chocolates. I love it. It's a funny, good memory.
Yeah, parang nakita lang ang difference ba na how you celebrate Valentine's Day before and now. So it's like, wow, it's a big difference. It's a big difference because you have grown.
We grow up.
Yeah, you have grown from that, teeny and sweet 16 Claudette, and from now.
Yeah.
So it's really different.
But wait, how about you? Can I ask
you can ask
question
me.
to you?
How will I celebrate?
Yeah, how will you celebrate Valentine's Day now? I mean, are you still in a long distance relationship?
Oh, bakit may mga personal questions?
Or I know it's like celebrating Valentine's Day. So how would you celebrate it?
Celebrating Valentine's Day for me right now, it's more like about family for me because right now.
Wow, that's good, Ched. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Like my sister and I were in this like life together now with our mom and all of that. So it's like more like cooking something and then we have a special dinner and we will just eat together. I think that's just for me the essence of Valentine's because love is not just exclusive for your romantic partner or your friends or even if even if you have your own pet dog and that dog is just your only companion all your life, then you celebrate with that dog. So it's like for me Valentine's Day, it's like really a wide platform for me to express my love. So yeah, it's really,
or maybe Valentine's Day was invented so that on one particular day, I mean, we're obliged or because we tend to hide our feelings or we cannot express it the way we wanted it.
Yes, typical Southeast
Asian
family.
So maybe Valentine's Day was invented. Yeah. I mean, this day we have to express Valentine's Day because you have to, I mean, even if we're not very close with family, I mean, we have to greet Happy Valentine's Day, okay?
Like, there is like kanang restraint ba nga, ka-cringy ani, uy, kanang.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? So,
okay, Happy Day.
I get that and I think I would have to agree with you that maybe it's invented for us to really have that freedom to express and to celebrate that kind of love. Yeah, I would agree to that. That's also a very nice point. So yeah, that's how I view Valentine's now. And of course, before, for the last 2 years, I was studying during Valentine's and we're just teasing our professors. Oh, our professor should have a date, so we shouldn't have classes. But
yeah, that's great.
But of course, our professors are also very busy and they would say, kung palang kuyuyab, pasar na mo tanan. So we also have an assignment na ireto-reto ni sila. But of course, we just make it as a joke. So, yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, anyway.
I think people are so busy these days. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we're just like
or
a mouse.
Maybe in our generation.
Yeah, like kanang mouse, nga sige, balik-balik.
We have to stop and enjoy life, but we don't have enough time.
Yeah, mararag too many books, but too little time.
Oh, exactly. I have my books now, but then wala gyud time. I mean, they say na you always have time, but no, you can't really say that.
Time is always one step ahead of us.
Okay.
No matter how we chase or race against it. Of course, Claudette, you have been through the ups and the downs of love, right? So what is the greatest lessons you have acquired throughout those years? Now you can cite 1 or 2 or 3 lessons if you want to.
You really want me to cite one? You know it's it's not enough for me to cite one.
Yeah, then you can cite more. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my gosh, we're really talking about love, and I've been wanting to talk about it. You've missed my book launching, and then you've missed my book launching, and I wanted to talk a lot about love and all, but na-generalize lang to siya. Anyway, maybe this is the venue for it. So, what's the time question? Lessons?
Yeah. What
Okay,
are
we have to give credit to the quotes from the K-dramas I've watched.
Wow.
I mean, we have to give credits to the quotes from the K-dramas I watched because those quotes resonated me well. So, dapat ginalista na ako, tapos gina-internalize, oh, this is so me. So, you have to quote and quote. Dili na to siya ang kuno na, oh, gikan lang yun na siya sa ako. But anyway, dili tanan quotes, ha?
Yeah.
Maybe number 1 is Carpe Diem. Do I said it right? Carpe Diem?
Yeah.
Ba?
Yeah.
Live in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Live in the moment. Because we were talking on your podcast, the first session, live in the moment. It's just this in life, and it's the same about love. You live in that moment because bad things and good things, happiness or pain, it will pass. So you have to live in the moment. Char. I feel like a teacher here.
It's alright. This is how you talk, diba? So this is also nice, a podcast. Like you're like teaching. Go.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that's one. Next, we already talked about this in the first session, but I never thought I could expand this more. Wow,
go.
Letting go is love too. I did not say it at the first session.
Sorry, girls.
Why I missed that phrase? Ikaw ba yan, diba? Sorry, girls.
Okay, so letting go is love too. Alright, so go.
Yeah, just because you love someone doesn't mean you must stay in love forever. Wait, does not mean you must hold on to them. Knowing when to let go is another form of love too. I'm smiling, but I'm serious right now.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing when to let go is another form of love too. I would want to care more about how we truly and sincerely time was spent together with that person. Because what matters is how you shared the moment together. At least you won't have regrets. Even if, we always have regrets. So yeah, that's one thing. O diba, na-amaze lang po ko pag letting go is, diba, when you talk to me, when I was younger, this is not the meaning of letting go and love.
True.
You would know that. Tama, diba? I mean, my gosh, love is just so much pain. I'm glad I let go.
The antidote of love is love itself.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, girls.
But Vincent Van Gogh was right. What is done well, what is done in love is done well. Tama ba tayo mga ano?
Yeah, tama.
Yeah. So, okay. Number 3, a love you feel isn't... Oh, okay. It's just about what you feel. I mean, love, so ano pag-explain ha? Kanang dili lang siya about feeling something for that person. It's just how that love changed you in the end or in that process of finding that love. Diba? I mean, we always dwell on how we love someone, how we love, how we feel too deeply or too strongly for that person. More na ang atong gina-care about or we feel that it's the only thing that matters. But you know what? I realized in my journey, in my course of love and all its crap, the crap, you have to realize about how that love changed you for the better or for the not so better. I mean, I've met that love, man good. Medyo personal, but
Sige,
not
go.
very personal to. Okay lang ba?
Go.
Wait, atong time. Yeah, I've met that love, man good. At one point in my life, I've met that love na it's not just about how you feel about someone, but how that love changed you, your views and all. I mean, not just change na murag you change your attitude because you love someone. I mean, you pretend that it's not you. It's not about that change, but your inner change. It's more on look, I don't know how to express it very well, but it changed you. I mean, it changed your life forever. Murag something. Murag nagets ba ko nimo?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't focus on what you feel. Sige.
Yeah. Kay na remember pud na ko to. I forgot the name if it's the exact movie, but it's like we're all changing person, and if you really love that person, you also need to love even though that person will change, no? Kung for better or for worse, because kumbaga it's a sealed deal, no? Like if you've been in a relationship and you're working through marriage, or if you're in a marriage already, so inana siya, dili siya kay okay, wait lang, balik sa ako kay murag wala ko ganahe because he or she changed. No, it's not like that.
Yeah.
So kato, murag thoughts lang na ako when you share about that.
Yeah. And then there's also one thing. One great love can also be your one great heartbreak. I mean, that greatest love
Sorry, girl.
is your greatest heartbreak. And there's a probability, I mean, maybe 100% or sige 50 na lang, that it's not always meant to be. Because like anyone imagine on one great love concept na meant to be, kanang like, they end up together in marriage or what. That's great love something. Di ba mo naging gid ang inaano sa ato sa una na, that's one great love. They ended up together. But for me, oh my gosh, I changed my views about it. I mean, there's this one great love. I mean, dili lang siya personal ha. I have a friend man good who experienced the same great love story, but it's not meant to be. So I realized na, really, it's really possible to have that one great love, but it's not meant to be. So ka-amazing. Wala lang, na-amaze lang yun ko sa point na dili na ko gusto dawaton unta, pero tinuod siya. I mean, Tapos, maybe katong mag-end up together sa ato mo, nagito siya ang one true love. But it doesn't mean na dili true tong ng previous loves. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah,
one great love and one...
Yeah, exactly. Like, na-feed magud ta sa mga books, sa mga stories, sa mga movies that if this relationship ended, then it's a failed relationship. But in fact, it's not. It's like, ang gipagsamaan aning duha, it's also as equally important as the one which should become successful, no? Because of course there were lessons, no? There were kanang bondings that you had, so it doesn't mean that it's a failed relationship. It just means that both of you grew apart, or maybe you both prioritize things differently.
Each other.
Yeah. Remember the movie La La Land? You know?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, because it's not just about happy endings.
I watched it with a friend. Oh my gosh, your free meeting will end in 10 minutes. You have to record it again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So, I love that movie because it presupposes the idea that it's not always that it's not always the priority that you really have to chase love. Sometimes you really have to choose your dream. You have to choose yourself over love, and you can support each other. And let's see for how many years. If it's meant to be, it will be. But at the end of the movie, they weren't able to really, destined for
Yeah.
each other, and that's reality.
But then when you watch that movie, you will know that that's the story of one great love.
True. Because they
It's a
supported each
great love.
other. Yeah, despite, what happened, no, that they really care for each other's dreams. And I love that. I love that
No.
fact. It's sad, but
I feel that it
it's true.
resonated you well maybe these days. Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, maybe because we were being fed up with that, chummy chummy love, the sweet love, the happy endings love, but we weren't able to talk about the difficult conversations about love, about the sacrifices that we made for love. Like, how would you
Sorry,
make
girls.
this
Sana.
how would you make this person feel that you really love this person? By changing yourself, by making you feel good, or by understanding this person, by sacrificing your time for this person. We don't talk about that because of course it hurts sometimes. Di ba ana sila, kaakibat ng pagmamahal ay ang sakit. So you really cannot love if you
Ouch.
don't feel the pain. So I guess
Of course.
partner yun na silang duha, no? And I already understood that, in my adulthood na time. So
But
really,
then,
really.
Cheddy, you
Mm.
have also to give credit for the chummy love we
Of
had
course,
experienced
of
way back.
course.
Because, we were happy then.
Yeah.
We were happy. It is the cutest kind of love, I
True.
think. And I'm glad we experienced it. Because, dili lang life ang mag-change when you grow up. Pati love, di ba?
Yeah.
It's just, like, it's not just about love, it's also about life. And vice versa. So,
Yeah.
yun. And then there's one more thing. One thing that will never change, love and its overratedness.
Wow.
Ana, good. Gets ni mo.
Fact.
Love and its overratedness.
Yeah.
I just read that somewhere and then, wow, this is so good and good.
Go.
And then, the timing. To ka ng, it's always about timing. If it's too soon, no one understand. If it's too late, everyone's forgotten. Totoo pa ba kag coincidence?
Somehow, yeah, serendipity, I guess.
Oh yeah, I love Serendipity and the movie. The movie.
Si Jack Cusack and Beckham.
No, oh my gosh.
Quickly, do you believe that right love at the wrong time?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I want to talk about it. One of the conversations I had with myself. Like this conversation, but I had it with myself long before. I always argue or debate with myself about right love at the wrong time because we grow up believing that right love at the wrong time is a wrong love. Tama?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm like
Tama.
a teacher here. Diba? And then wrong love at the right time is still wrong. Something like that. Mga ingana na logic. Basta ang point is, right love at the wrong time is a wrong love. But you know what? Ba? Amino na ba nako?
Oh my God, guys, this is first time in the podcast history.
Yeah. And also, this is the first time I make a public confession. Just kidding. Murag artista kaayo. Pero ikaw sa daw. Would you believe it? Right love at the wrong time? Ibalik ang question.
Ganino ko na murag back to me. Siguro, I believe that there's right love at the wrong time. Probably because I always believe that if that person isn't the one for you, but you love that person, for me it's true and it's the right love that you feel at that moment. But it's not just the right time for you because, there are circumstances or factors that happen why you don't end up with each other. So that's the factor, and the enemy here is time, but not love, I guess. So because love is always on our side.
Because yeah, and then but time isn't proportional to love.
Correct.
So sadly, because time is not on our side. So maybe we could say love is always on our side. So okay, going back to right love at the wrong time. Ay, na to siya kailangan i-specific na unsa siya na wrong. Kasi siya na wrong.
Yeah.
Because anyone could relate. Like, if someone is at school or too much work or whatever, kana murag the priority mango, di ba? Murag, it was the right love, but it's the wrong time because it's not your priority. How sad could that be? I mean, how sad that is. In the first session, I've talked about the love, kind of love that changed me.
Yes.
That changed me and whatever. So, it was the same love, that it was the right love at the wrong time. It was sad, but it's just the wrong time. But it was the right love. I mean, my experience, based on your experience, Magod, you could say it was the right love. Because, you know, it's not just like about how you feel. It's just, ibalik na ko ang akong point na, it's how that love changed you that made it the right love.
Yeah.
So, yun.
It will always boil down to how you see it or in a different angle, and what are the lessons that you learned from it or from that person. So ano lang siya, it's never really like hating that person because you or that person didn't end up together, but you have to be happy because it happened and you get to share that love.
It's cliche that it happened and you get to share. Di ba cliche kayo? But it's
really
reality.
True.
No. Cliche yun siya, pero tinuod yun siya. I mean, pasalamat na lang yun ka. Girl,
right now, no, kanang nato sa adulting, kanang ang mga basic or kanang ginabalik-balik nato before na we thought that wouldn't matter years from now, it really matter. Like
mo na ginoon to ang mga things na nagmatter noon.
Correct.
I mean, we always chase for bigger things that matter, but it's the simple thing. Siya related ba siya? But motto. But yes.
So continue with your lessons. Timing man to imong last.
Ako na ko ni siya sa K-drama. Experience does not make you courageous, rather it makes you more fearful. Pero diri man gud mag-ano ang taking the risk. We all have risk when we love, diba?
Yeah.
I was very calculative about love, especially with what I went through with that one-sided love for the longest time.
The
so dapat murag
love.
medyo calculative ko na murag and that almost loves. Kanang murag it will work out ana. Pero dili gyud dapat siya i-calculate. And napaday isa sila, you have to let go of that someone para naay bagong abot. But then, I also experienced na naapa ang someone sa akong life, pero naabot na bago. It doesn't mean na panakit butas, ha? I mean, maybe because you still have that someone, but you let go of that already. But then, you're always capable of loving again. That's the lesson learned would be, we are always capable of loving again, no matter how sad, how bad, how tragic. Pero, napay point man good na naabot ko sa point na I cannot love that much again. So when I came to that point of not loving that much again, murag feel ako dili na ko makakaya mag-love pa of the same thing again.
Same level of
But ang akong hope is that maybe I could not love that same amount again or love too much or too less. Pero akong gusto kay makita na love, at least dili man lang malamangan to siya na love, at least mapantayan man lang. God. Oo. At least mapantayan man lang. Pero I mean,
that's really nice.
And then, wala, daghan tanawa. I mean, wala na din ako sa listahan, ha? Pero daghan, basta, in this department, we are always this is a long story, good. Anyway,
it's natural for you to say, more. It's alright.
Too much is not less. Okay.
So, you are at your prime. Okay, personal question. Are you open to dating now? Char.
Of course! Wala din wait. Of course!
Yes.
I
always appreciate honesty.
Okay. Ay, marag maganaanan. Of course, I'm always open. It's just that, dara na maabot ng mga bot, and then, mga showbiz kayo, gipraktisan ko ni pagka-showbiz, ani nga question, I mean, I always get it. Randomly. Of course, I'm always open. It's just that they're not open to me. They're not open to me. So,
do you have standards?
It's just that I'm afraid. Later, wait. Let's pause that question. It's just that I'm afraid I don't have the enough time to date. I mean, or it's just too lazy to spend too much time to date given my work. I mean, work really, I mean, dili sa pagrason-rason ha, pero feel na ko kung if there's someone to date right now, I will forget because of work. Hana, that's, I mean, murag tama ra pod siya. Anyway, back to your question. Standards?
Yeah, do you have standards? Like looking for a partner?
Standards.
Or wala?
I always deny before that I have standards. Pero kung ako magong isipon ang standards, murag wala ha. I mean, wala man yata ko yung standard. Pero kung i-evaluate ako akong self, why you wouldn't settle for someone like this or like that? So it means you have standard. Tama ba?
Of course.
Tama ba?
Yes.
But you know what? Many people would misinterpret me about this having high standards. High standards.
They thought you have high standards.
The misconceptions. Yeah. One of the misconceptions about me. Oh, I already wrote this in my blog, the misconceptions about me. Having high standards, of course, we have to set standards. But you know what? Giving high standards, dili man yata high akong standards. You know, simple na gid kay akong standard. But maybe for others, taas na kayo siya. I mean, I just want someone that makes sense. I mean, sensible kastorya. Bored na ko sa akong life. Tapos boring pa akong kastorya. Like, seriously, wala na gid kay patutunguhan ani. The thing about being smart and not being smart, makita yun mo ang difference. Kaya nga no, smart people are always smart and mostly sensible. Pero katong mga bugo, wala siya pulos. Ay, sorry. Oh my God. Sorry for being blunt this way, but it's true. Diba? Try dating someone na medyo bugo-bugo and all. Gamay ra gyud na ay sense sa ila. Night time na I tried to stoop down. Di siya about love kayo. Maybe ano lang siya, crush or what do I call that? Prospect? Diba, murag kabalo man ka sa ako na murag wala lang, bet lang na ako siya karon. I mean, like na murag wala. I just kana murag the challenge. I always love challenge man God. So I tried stooping down to that level pero murag lisod gid mag-meet dili same minds. But you know what? I always connect with same minds. Dili man necessary smart. Oh, I mean that wavelength man God. Gamay na lang gid good kaayo na sila karon. That wavelength. Tas naapa jud mabilong sa right wavelength at the wrong time.
Oh my God. Right wavelength. Paglaro talaga ang tadhana.
Okay. Exactly. We have to let go of that.
Again.
Okay.
So,
unsa pa ba?
Kani marag different question lang nako ni siya, like before, like you have relationships, right? And I read kasi na there are people who will come into your life and there are roles that they will play in your life. Like if your first love, it's like they will play like I forgot really the correct statement, pero kani siya nga tao kay they arrived in your life as a lesson, kani kay as a friend, something like that. So na-identify po na mo siya sa imong past relationship. Like each person has different lessons, ana. Because I remember the ever first time, guys, exclusive ni siya. The ever first time you shared to me about love, it's like you opened up to me. Like, okay, this is like, it was the August, ano the days of August. So it was like
that August guy is not watching this.
That was the very first time that you shared to me like openly, and you written this manuscript and I read it. You let me bring it at home. So I was like reading it. Wow, it's like, okay, I really can imagine the scenes at the park. You're holding hands and all of that. Like very kilig, because that's the very first tale or story that
really, I forgot.
That kumbaga nakasubscribe siya sa akong mind.
August?
The August.
I was thinking of the days of August, man. Good.
The days of August.
Yeah, that story, that days of August. But it did not happen in reality, mind you.
Really?
Oh, it was just purely story. it was tragic, right?
Yeah. I remember that it was tragic. My God.
Yeah,
but I really felt that it was really true.
yeah,
My
it's
God. So,
always my favorite story.
see, you're really a great storyteller because you made me believe that it really happened in real life.
Yeah, I always love that story. I cried writing that. Naitao na dili na ko tagaan og name, dili na ko siya gusto sulatan og story or poem because my fear was that if one, I will make him name. Tapos two, I will write in a poem or story. It will end.
Mga gina-manifest na nimo.
I mean, naabot ko na point sa akong life. Anyway, back to names and the roles of each person. Yeah, I'm just kanang murag in the longest journey about love. Na learn when dili man maiwasan mag-look back, no? I mean, not to compare, but when you meditate ba, or ponder about the lessons you learned about everyone you've met in this journey of love, ha? Dili lang life, kay daghan kay tao ang life. Anyway, kanang ma-learning mo na, ma-realize nimo unsa ang lesson nila sa imong life. And wait, I feel I'm weird like this because I cannot identify my first love. Sorry. I mean, everyone knows their first love, but maybe I fail to identify it kung kinsa sa ila, ha. Pero anyway, dili ko gusto na mag-specific about first love. Kaya murag, remember that love that changed me? Feel na ko mo to kong first love, great love, all in one, something. But anyway, pero kailangan magud first love nimo kay katong puppy love magud. So anyway, back to the lessons. O diba, kanang basta lagi love ang topic kay dagan kay sanga-sanga, pero mo balik gyapon ta sa track. Back to the lessons. Sadly, naay tao na gusto nimo, you will keep even the friendship because you shared wonderful memories before, pero dili siya ana ang life. I mean, if you outgrow the person already, murag maskin dili lang kay gusto ninyo or najoy sa panahon na dili, it's not going to work out if you remain friends or you remain in touch. There was someone in my life, late na nako siya na, malay na ko mutanaw dahil siya diba? So at least ma-realize niya, dili siya secret story. Failed man gud ako to recognize na we had our story. So actually, i-credit na ko siya sa almost love, pero wala na siya kabalo. Remember the guy I wrote poems with? I mean, dili na siya nga guy na kailan ninyo. Basta lahi pa siya na guy. What's daw?
Sige, daghanan na guy, oy. Asa man dito?
It was really too late to realize na we had something or wala lang ako siya ginakuan.
Kasi wala lang yung mag-acknowledge. Oo.
Yeah. And then, I mean, late na kayo na realize na maybe that time, he really had something on me. I mean, he felt something for me, but I did not realize it. But we shared a really good memory. He was always there, writing poems, collaborations, and then late na ko na-realize na iyang poems dahil kay para sa ako. Kung ang collab na mo kay para sa... Yeah, it was too late. Like, very late. Sa 3 years na ako sa abroad pa yata na ko na-realize. Seriously.
Why late? I mean, is he is he married now?
Dili pa yata. I mean, late ako na-realize. But, yeah, he's happy now. I know. Makaingan ako na, we're still Facebook friends, though I don't do Facebook. Pero when I look back, pag nako'y makita sa mga memories, kaya he's always the one of the cheerleaders, like, oh, I'm so proud of you, like that. I mean, we remain good friends apart, man. Good. Pero wala ko kabal. I mean, dili na ko gusto i-acknowledge why we parted. Kaya siya ang sala or ako ang salaan na. Pero na-appreciate na ko siya itong na-realize na ko nga, para dito sa ako atanan, no. I mean, I was just thinking na we just have to write good poems for collab, kaya how na siya masulat and all. Pero isa din siya sa tao na nag-cheer good sa ako and all. Pero maybe, he was also not being honest with his feelings po sa una. Pero happy man siya karon, syempre. Tapos, wala, murag dito lang po na murag, oh, sorry, I did not know that time. So anyway, back to that role. So mo to nice yang na point one people. I'm just happy no nga we're still friends. Actually, when I arrived in Manila, the next we met after a long time. I mean, gina-message magud ko niya time to time na, hoy, magkita ta because he was going abroad also. Ayaw lang pag kinagkita mi. Abi na kung wala mi nagkita. Doon, kadali na dyan kay mga 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Like, hi and hello.
Catching up lang very quick.
Yeah, and then you really appreciate na, oh, we're still good friends. I mean, wow, it's a good life.
Actually,
I mean,
that's an
appreciate yun
achievement.
ako.
Yeah, that's an achievement because most relationships or even almost loves, don't end up like friends again because they already risked that friendship. They already risked that love. One of them just crossed the bridge and the other didn't. So the one hurt the other. So,
Nabot ko dara na point ha. I mean, maybe it's better if you hate him. Kaya nga no, kung dili ni mo siya i-hate, you will never forget. Nabot ko dara ha, pero it's too childish. It's forgiving. I mean, wala lang na-appreciate. I mean, naabot ko sa point sa akong life when I've met that love that changed. May kanang ang forgiveness do, diba? We are not very forgiving people, Chad.
We're prideful.
Not just on love.
We're prideful.
We're on life, but it's forgiveness. I mean, when you forgive not only that person, you have to forgive yourself. Not because of loving that person, but you also have to forgive yourself for feeling that way, for hating, for loving, and everything. Because it all starts with forgiveness. Grabe yun kay kung ma-forgive nimo ang isa ka tao no, lisod ba kayong forgiveness?
True.
Especially sa ato. Lisod kaayo siya, but katong naka-forgive ko og tao. Murag rare kay ko you know me, rare yan forgive. I don't really forgive people. I just forget. Nakaana ko na lahi siya og
impact.
It's a liberating feeling. It's a liberating feeling. Admit it. When you forgave him for what he'd done to you, di ba lahi siya? Lahi siya ng freedom.
Yeah, because
so that's one more lesson.
Yeah, forgiving
one
is
more lesson, right?
It's like your ticket to freedom, and it's like a relieving feeling na you let go of all the grudges, you let go of all the resentments that you had in this person, and you just choose yourself, because forgiving is not about the other person, it's about yourself. Because if you once you forgive, you give yourself the healing that it needs, the physical pain, the stress, the mental sanity, and all of that. Exactly, everything.
Because you would realize we're being so selfish. Dili lang baya isa ka party lang ang naisala.
Ikaw
I mean,
kita po.
I mean, siguro ko siya jud ang major na nakasala and all, pero it's a two-way thing.
It's both.
Kung nakasala siya kay you hate that person, so na po kay sala. Basta, I mean, that's not be very religious here. I mean, di ba? Basta mo to.
And you forgive because you give yourself.
You need it for yourself.
Yeah, you give yourself the right to move on, to really choose yourself again, and to start anew, and to not to look back again and to hate that person already. Because you're giving credit for yourself, Bana. Okay, I've done too much and I did the mistake, so it's time for me to heal from this. Yeah. And then everything will just fall into place.
Giving too much and feeling too much is too much.
Correct.
I know you know that.
Yes.
Giving and feeling too much. It's too much. It's so toxic, Char.
Correct. Correct.
But I'm glad we realized it now.
Yeah,
diba? Because we're used to like giving all, Char.
Giving our all, being very idealistic and putting our best foot forward. Yeah, always. And not thinking that, okay, the future is not so bright, or we really don't know the future is unpredictable, but we just keep on, thinking, we can do this, but it's not.
No,
that's not how the world works.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to just pause and stop. Don't exert too much effort. Ayaw pakipaglaban. I mean, sometimes you have to fight battles, pero kanang it's
Choose.
too much good. You have to choose the battles lagi daw kuno. So yun.
And I agree with that. My God, like our talk right now, it's really, really like relieving. It's like I feel it's so therapeutic to just, be vulnerable with you right now and expressing my feelings and listening to you being vulnerable also and sharing your love lessons. It's like letting loose all the stress, letting go of all the kung mga ginataguan gani na to. And it's really nice to have this kind of platform to express everything that you cannot express to your friends or to your siblings,
Can you say that I've changed about my views on love? Gusto na akong evaluator, my good. Like, di ba? Because, di ba natin, grupo-grupo sa love ba yan, di ba?
Yes.
We always talk about love stories, so much pain and all that.
Saan nila mga column na to, dira?
Saan nila, ang love is not equal to love, and then nagibuhatan yun ako siya, love is equal to love. Mga confessions column, no? The norm, nga dapat ang column kay bahala gyud mo kay love gyud akong column. So makaingon ba ka na nag-change naman ako?
Yeah,
right,
actually kabalo ka before, like dali ra kay ka
ma-love,
dali ra ka ma-fall, like gamay mo lang appreciate agad and everything. Kanang humo kay kag ilong before but now it's like no, you already have this boundary.
It's like a 360 degrees turn.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know that this is real. This is not the chummy or the puppy love that you've always believed in before. Yung murag na-realize na nimo that this is it. No, so I can see that in you. No, especially sa mga experiences and now with love. It's like time is really not on our side, and I think you really, outgrown the Princess Chloe era. Na.
Yeah, actually, gone was the princess. I changed my fairy tale views in love. Gone was the princess. But I think for my friends then, they always treat me as a princess. Pero pwede master na or doctor.
Master na or gypsy.
I always remember. I always remember Kuya Narnar. I mean, like, you're still princess, pero kanang mag-change na daw na siya. Anak niya. Dugay medyo siya na-change kung pagka-princess, diba?
Yeah. It really takes time, no?
But then,
and that's normal. And I'm proud of you.
That was the princess. I've become the witch.
No.
I'm so sorry.
The wicked witch naman dahil ni.
Not the bad witch. No, I'm a good witch. Yeah. Dili na nga princess.
So before we end, like, what is your one final thought or thoughts that you want to leave our listeners with when it comes to love in general?
Final thought. I only have one wish. Even if our love wasn't meant to be, I hope he remembers me fondly.
Correct. Lahirag yun, ng mga hugot.
Because that kind of love, we wanted to love. Ganahan ko na quote sa K-drama, gihapon ni siya. We wanted to love, but we were unable to just love. Love, that was our tragedy. No, we wanted to love, but we were unable to just love. That was our tragedy. Wow.
Sorry, girl.
This is... Sorry, girls.
Lagi basta gugma kay ka na. Yeah, because I read like in one article, I think in Elite Daily, I guess, like the smartest people are the longest being single because we try to overthink things. We try to become logical.
Yeah, that's the overthink. Abi na akong final thought na to. Anyway, yeah.
I-add lang na ko siya. But even the most brilliant scientist or mathematician would go topsy-turvy when it comes to love because they cannot handle it. Because love, in its sense, is illogical. You really cannot even apply formulas and, solutions to it. Because
that's why love and its overratedness.
True.
It's the mystery and misery.
Yeah, that's mag-enter na ang tragedy. So it's really, really nice to hear from you and to really learn from, sa imong mga love lessons and life lessons as well. So thank you so much for being here with me at your friend Cheddy, and thank you for pouring your heart out, for being vulnerable.
Thank you, Ched.
Thank you so much for your presence, for your wisdom, and for your advices. And our listeners is feeling na ako daga na kay silang mga nasulat sa ilang notepad.
I really hope they could learn something from this session. Char.
Anyway,
I miss talking or speaking about a topic or what, man good. So maybe I miss teaching.
Where can people go to learn more about you? Like, aside from Facebook,
okay.
they have Instagram?
My Instagram is Gypsy Journeys.
Oh, okay. You just send it to me.
I have 2 Instagram actually.
Okay.
I haven't updated my blog and my YouTube and Facebook, but I'm planning, but I still don't have time. So maybe they could visit my Instagram and all. Char.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? I'm very open to anyone who will ask me questions about love or just, you know me, I love
Yeah, you
love
send the
stories.
message. Guys, you
no
send
matter
message
how
to
hard.
her. Grabe na ni siya. PhD na ni siya sa love.
Ay, pwede dito sa Facebook, I can entertain sa Gypsy Scribbles.
Okay,
I'm very willing. Actually, when I started that page, because I wanted to have a boundary. Okay, well, I'm not a Facebook person. So, I wanted to have a boundary between being private and being public. I have to promote my book and my things. So, dapat na-adjun ko yung page na dili siya for personal. But then people will always relate it to me very personal, especially when I write poems. Sa feeling nila mao na gyud to ang akong gipagdaanan. Anyway, more ako, I would call myself heartbreaks specialist or love specialist, whatever you call it. Pero yeah, I'm very open for questions.
They have plans. Speaking of book, they have plans of publishing another book. What can people expect from you next?
I'm not expecting to. They are not allowed to expect to. I really don't have, not the planner anymore. I don't want to disappoint myself, man good. I mean, I don't expect a lot from people, but I expect a lot from myself. That's why when I want to do something, I have to do it because it will not be others who will be disappointed but myself. So, mo nang dili kay nako ganang I will have to write the book like 1 year or whatever. It will just come.
Yeah.
I mean, no plans. Diba?
It's fine. At least they know. So thank you so much for your time.
The PS.
Okay.
Before I also close this session, mag-end na lang ko og poem.
Sige, go.
Okay. It is a love I cannot forget. A love that is mine but cannot be mine. It is a love I cannot forget. Not for this lifetime, but it is a love I have to conquer. A love I must let go. It is a love I cannot forget. I thank you. Nice ba?
Yeah, it's very nice. I remember Pablo Neruda that loving is so short but forgetting is too long.
Oh my gosh, that's the perfect definition about that poem. Though karon na ako na-realize because I've read that a long time ago. Tapos na-remember lang na ako itong nag-release si Taylor Swift ba, di ba? Loving is too short, forgetting is too long. But I did not write it based on that.
Yeah. Nag-match lang siya.
Karon na ako na-realize. How did ka, Ched? Perfect. You're so brilliant like me. That's why we're friends.
Two peas in a pod.
Ang sariling bangko.
Gani. Thank you so much, Tiklang, for your time, for your wisdom again. No? Listeners, you can follow her on her Facebook page at Gypsy_Scribbles and Instagram at Gypsy Journeys. So, yeah, just PM her if you want, kung may lakas na loob kayong mag-ask ng tanong sa kanya. Mag-ask ng questions, anything about love. Yeah, go ahead and don't be shy. Once again, this is your friend Cheddy, and you can follow me on RSS, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Anchor. So, bye for now. Bye.